everybody, this is Martin Mi5 back for another video. Today's video is going to be by 24/7 Wall Street. It's NEO stock price prediction and forecast 2025 through 2030. So let's see what they have to say. See if it's going to be bullish or bearish or what. NEO is one of the hottest EV car companies in the world and a top 10 largest in the world, third largest in China. NEO stock made its debut in New York Stock Exchange on September 12, 2018 at $6.26 per share. Within 3 years of trading, NEO stock hit an all-time high of $62.84 February 2021 before plummeting 92.57% today's price of $4.67 per share. Actually, I think it's a little bit higher than that right now, but I get the point. While the share price run up in early 2020 was purely a momentum push, I remember it very well, NEO brand in the EV market was not tarnished. In fact, the car company is still seen as a premium EV player and one of the first companies to address range anxiety issues by creating battery swap technology as a supplement to charging, which I think that was a very great idea. 24/7 Wall Street aims to provide readers with our assumptions about the stock's prospects going forward, what growth we will see in NEO stock for the next several years, and what our best estimates are for NEO stock price each year through 2030. So it's 2025 to 2030. Key points in this article. NEO is the third largest EV in China. NEO is the first EV to pioneer swappable battery packs. If you're looking for a mega trend with massive potential, make sure to grab a complimentary copy of the next NVIDIA report. The report includes a complete industry map of AI investments that includes many small caps. Remember, just because you're the first to do something doesn't mean you're going to be the last to succeed with it. You never really want to be first. It's better to be second or third at a brand new idea. Recent NEO stock updates and news. On the 22nd of November, NEO shares increased 2.6% today, trading as high as $4.84. The day before that, NEO delivered 61,855 total vehicles during the third quarter. This represents 11.6% increase compared to the same period in 2023 and a 7.8% from the previous quarter. The majority of deliveries, 61,023 vehicles, came from NEO's premium smart electric brand. In addition, the company delivered 832 vehicles from its Onvo brand. And I heard they did not meet expectations as far as Onvo went. 11/20/2024 is when Macquarie had downgraded NEO from outperform to neutral, citing concerns over weaker demand and production ramp-up issues. The firm has also significantly reduced its price target to $480, reflecting a 27% decrease. 11/19/2024. NEO is set to release its third quarter earnings report tomorrow before the market opens. Wall Street analysts anticipate a 1.5% year-over-year increase in revenue to $2.65 billion, coupled with an adjusted loss of 31 cents per share. On the 18th, NEO was scheduled to release its third quarter earnings report on the Wednesday. The company's stock is facing a bearish pressure, sitting below key moving averages like the 8-day, 20-day, 50-day SMAs, which stands for Simple Moving Average. However, recent buying interest suggests a potentially bullish reversal if earnings exceed expectations. Analysts predict NEO to report a 2.53 revenue and an EPS loss of 30 cents per share for the third quarter. So it's just going to keep giving you news about what happened previously in November, but history does repeat itself, so it's worth taking a look at. On the 12th, NEO's sub-brand Onvo experienced a major decline in sales that past week. Compared to the previous week's 1,300 units, sales dropped by 37% to 820 units. I heard that they were not being able to deliver on their orders. So that might be why. Okay. NIO stock early stage growth. The following is a table of NIO's revenues, operating income, and share price for the first few years and as a public company. Here's a table summarizing performance and share price, revenues, profits, net income from 2014 to 2018. So 2018 share price end of year was $5.39. 2019 was $3.45. 2020 was $40 even. I do remember that. 2021 was $16.70 end of year. Keep in mind. 2022 was $7.87. 2023 was $4.71. Now I almost said that they were. I thought these were NIO numbers here. I was like, wait a minute. There ain't no way in hell it was $50.24 at the end of 2021. That's Rivian stock price. So we're not going to bother with Rivian. NIO formerly contracted its manufacturing to Jianghuai Automobile Group, paying a fee for each vehicle produced in addition to fixed cost. They have since acquired the factory from JAC. This agreement is beneficial for the young startup in a very capital-intensive market. However, when scale is reached, the variable cost model has its downsides. 3 key drivers of NIO stock performance. New model launches. Similar to Tesla, NIO started off with a higher-end Roadster and used higher-end models to reinvest into more affordable mass-market vehicles. NIO aimed to push further into the price-conscious markets while also adding options for its more premium customers. Add-on services. With NIO, the battery swap technology, and the company plans to roll out an innovative battery-as-a-service solution for its customer base. The company plans on building over 4,000 swap stations worldwide by the end of 2025. Increased vehicle deliveries and market penetration. Growing NEV adoption. The market for new vehicles, the NEVs, is on the rise in China. NIO expects vehicle deliveries in 2025 to double the output from 2023, roughly 165,000 units. This still only makes up about 2% of the Chinese NEV market and gives NIO plenty of roadway to grab market shares for years to come. They're planning their international expansion. They're doing advancements in technology and customer service and experience. Battery charging stations, they're focusing on younger customers, so on and so forth. Now we're going to get into the actual forecast. Let's see here. NIO share price estimates 2025 to 2030. How NIO's next 5 years could play out. So pay attention, this is very important. Wall Street analysts have NIO stock price over the next year to be $694, which gives the stock a 48.61% upside over today's price of $467. Of the 26 analysts covering the stock, the consensus recommendation is a 2.07 outperform score. We expect to see revenue growth of 60% for 2025, with a price to sales multiple of 1 times, which puts our price target at $663 at an upside of 41.97%. Going into 2026, we estimate the price to be $780, with another strong 50% plus revenue bump. However, with EBITDA still well in the negative, we see the market not rewarding the stock as much and giving it a lower valuation multiple, resulting in an upside of 67.02%. Heading into 2027, we expect the stock price to increase and leap forward to $13.80 with another strong 50% plus revenue growth year over year. That is a 97% year over year gain and up 195.50% from today's stock price. When predicting more than 3 years out, we expect NEO's PS ratio in 2028 to be 1.5 times and top line growth of 50%. In 2028, we have NEO's revenue coming in at around $36 billion, suggesting that the stock market price estimate at $26.39, or a gain of 465.10% over the current stock price. So that was in 2028. That sounds pretty good there. 24/7 Wall Street expects NEO stock to continue its revenue growth and generate $25 billion in revenue. The stock price in 2029 estimated at $18.08, or a gain of 287.15% over today's price. I don't know why they're predicting a bad year for it in 2029, because it's actually going to go from 26 something down to 18. So let's just take a look at the chart here a little closer. We estimate NEO stock price to be $25.89 per share. Our estimated stock price will be 454.39% higher than the current stock price. So in 2024, their price target is $6.94. 2025, they're looking at $6.63. 2026, $7.80. 2027, $13.80. 2028, now we're talking $26.39, which sounds great. Then they're expecting it to drop in 2029 to $18.08, and then went up only to $25.89 in 2030. So if that was going to be the situation, and these numbers are 100% accurate, I would be selling here in 2028. I wouldn't wait a whole year for it to go down to 18.08 and then just barely go back up to 25.89. But that's just my opinion. You guys are probably not going to agree with me. You want to hold NEO to the grave. Okay. So let's take a little look-see on Robinhood here. So let's take a look at the day chart. This is on my personal Robinhood account. If you guys have been paying attention, you would know that I bought 50 shares of NEO, and I have a whole portfolio other than just NEO. But originally my return was $5 on NEO with the 50 shares, which was kind of laughable. But you know what? My total return now is actually $13.52, which is actually pretty decent for only 50 shares of NEO. So I am highly considering buying some more. And the good thing about NEO taking so long to go up in price, I guess you would say, is that one, it would give you more time to buy NEO at a lower price. So you'll be able to stock up on more shares than you would have if the price was starting to skyrocket. I'm not saying it is, but if and when it does, it might catch you off guard and you'll be like, oh, I wish I had bought more. Now it's so high I can't afford to buy into it. That could happen. Now, that's only if NEO ever becomes profitable and does not go bankrupt. If those things don't happen, worst case scenarios, I guess, I think you guys would do pretty well if you hold on till, like what they were saying, 2028, I think was a good year for it. It's going to go up to like $26. They're suspecting, and that wouldn't be too bad if you guys have an average cost of anywhere around $5. Shoot, even if it was $6 or $7, that would still be pretty dang decent. Okay, so let's take a look real quick. What did they say? 26 something? Let's say 26 minus, like, say you have an average cost of $7. That's still going to be a $19 return. Let's just say you have 1,000 shares. You're looking at $19,000 profit right there for 1,000 shares. That's not bad. Let's say you had 4,000. Let's times that times 4. Then you're looking at 76,000. That's for 4,000 shares. That's if you guys have an average cost of $5. Or no, I actually used up to $7 in this example. So if you have less, then you're going to make more. More is less. Less is more, right? Yeah, you want to keep it as low as possible. I know a lot of you guys are underwater, so some of you guys just might barely be breaking even by 2028. I don't know. It depends how deep down you are. In my next video, I'm going to show exactly how far down I was when Neo was on his bull run. Well, shortly after his bull run, I should say. When it started to go down and I kept holding and holding and holding, I should have let it go and sold it and took a really large profit instead of... I did really well still, but I could have done much better. But that's it for this particular video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Click that notification bell so you'll be notified of my daily uploads, which include Neo videos and other entrepreneurial videos to help you guys make as much money as possible. And hey, if you're a big Neo fan, you can buy more Neo stock. That's always a good thing, right? So, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.